Good morning, everybody. Here we are. I got to start this over again. This is a girl on TikTok who's reading a boyfriend's apology text, but adding sad violin music.
Probably never gonna forgive me for what happened, but I wanted a chance to explain. I know it wasn't right that I technically hooked up with your roommate, but I've been going through a lot, and that's not who I am. I've been
Hannah,
failing most of
have you
my
ever had a boyfriend apologize like that? Would it have been better if there was sad violin music?
There would be. And that's Lindsay Sterling, the most famous violinist ever.
Oh, I've seen her. Yeah. Props to you for knowing your stringed instrument thing. All right, enough.
I did have a boyfriend break up with me via email one time.
That's no bueno.
Because he just couldn't do it face to face. It was hurting him so bad.
I remember breaking up with a girl, and I had to chisel the message on a cave wall with a rock. Please. That was the hot new thing back then. Wow. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Alexander Hamilpeck, bright and early, headed to Laredo. That was a song by, God dang it, can't think of his name. Chris. Anyway, 90s or 2000s country. Johnny D is there. Jimmy Sim. Oh. Danette. Samantha. Hannah, if you ever need waxing, Samantha does the job.
Oh. I've gotten my eyebrows waxed before.
That's what my daughter actually does it. Rachel does it, Penny's mom. And I go and get my nose hair and ear hair.
Oh, Ray needs the nose hairs.
Oh, thank you, Heather.
Doesn't that hurt? Doesn't the nose hairs hurt?
I tell you, it's so funny because when she yanks it, it's the sensation in the first instant of getting punched in the face.
Oh, I bet.
Which I know all too well. But there's no, after trauma. But the part that really gets me is when she does just the underside of my eyebrow, like it kind of yanks your eyelid out, and that just freaks me out.
I usually get my eyebrows threaded, and it's the little tiny end pieces that hurt the worst.
We do this every Wednesday at this time. Hannah and I talk beauty tips and waxing. Yeah. Okay. You got it, McGruber. Good morning.
How's your ear hair, Tim? Is that pretty thick these days?
It's good. I keep it pretty trim. Yeah, Beryl.
I just want to say, I saw Alexander Hamilpeck on there.
Yeah.
He donated the million meal, but he did it via our little buddy Austin.
Oh, cool.
So Austin posted on Instagram, and I shared it, of how to do a Venmo drive, and Alexander donated to Austin, and I'm going to go pick that up today. I don't know how much it is, but I was told it's a pretty substantial amount.
Austin
I was told it was
pretty
more
good
than last year, and last year was like $985.
Austin shows up where does his dad work in the automotive business?
Yeah, his dad works for
Yeah, and he shows up at dad's work and just hustles people. And if you've ever seen or met Austin, he's hard to say no to.
The kid gets it done.
Sometimes he's hard to understand, and so just out of sheer, okay, I'll just give you money. You just like, okay, whatever it takes. Yep. Samantha says waxing, skincare, and lashes. Which, frankly, I don't need the lashes part because I was blessed with very long lashes.
It's always the men get the best lashes. My nephew has just fans of eyelashes. It's annoying.
I got a lot of lashes when I was in school, especially.
One of my daughters showed me something that was remarkable. She has lashes that you put like eyeliner on that's some sort of metallic, and then the lashes are magnetic.
That's one of the new things.
What?
I feel like it's not. I just don't know about putting anything metallic close to my eyeballs.
I mean,
magnetized
magnetic eyelashes.
What's the purpose?
Well, they're easier to have to
because usually you have to glue them on, and the glue is bad.
Okay, how they hear magnetically.
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
We're talking waxing it's Waxing Wednesday.
Yeah.
Happy hump day.
Waxing
talk.
Jim?
Do. Yes.
Have you ever waxed poetic?
Yes, I have. Hannah, heard you say bears are going to bear earlier. Let's see. Wait, I know what this stands for. I know, you know. Wait, is that
If
it?
you know, you
If
know.
you know, you know.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's the podcast that we talked about yesterday on the stream.
Yeah.
One of their sayings is bears are going to bear, because they just talk about, like, I can't remember what episode it was from, but like someone got attacked by a bear.
Well,
and they're like, bears are going to bear. Like, what do you expect?
That's always sort of sad. Like every few summers, a bear will attack somebody in a campsite.
Yeah.
And probably hurt them, and they go and they find the bear and they shoot it, they kill it, and it's just like, he didn't rob a bank.
Bears are gonna bear.
He was just bearing.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, if he steals your identity and he goes shopping with your credit card, okay,
Steals your
put
Yeti
that
off your
bear down.
porch.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I thought about grabbing this one video from the guy, the engineer who got ripped off by a porch pirate, and so the next year he made a package to lure the porch pirates in, that when they opened it, it was a glitter bomb. It's now like the third or fourth year of it, and it's he walks through the engineering of the new version of the glitter bomb package.
That is the best thing.
So basically, you open it, and not only does it fling all this glitter everywhere, then it also has these pegs that come out, so you can't put the top of the box back on. And then it's got these little cams that spray out fart smell.
Oh my god.
It was so good. So anyway, Ben, backsell this. Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney, knowing you, 1025 KNIX. We are Tim Bendenberg with Hannah, and knowing you, the KNIX listeners, we know you're going to come through for us. It's a Dash for Cash Wednesday.
Yeah, we're giving and we're taking. First, the giving will get you a keyword for $1,000 extra paycheck next. And then, yeah, we are receiving another great donation from somebody special to us here from the KNIX family that will supercharge your donations today. This thing, when you pull the lid off, it goes glitter, it goes fart spray. It's got 4 different iPhones in it filming, so no matter what side they open it up from, they can get a clear picture of the face. It then then goes into this countdown, and then it plays police scanner audio, and this also plays like little clips from Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Oh my gosh.
What, you ready for more? And it was so fun. And then it's a pretty long video, but he explains all the new stuff on the new glitter bomb package. And then he shows examples of people he left it for. And he said 99% of them, they get back because people take it and they run it out and they throw it in the trash or whatever, and they can recover it because of the phones. They know where the phones are. It's so funny.
That is so funny.
What a thing.
Is there actual video of people, the porch pirate getting scammed?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or
He's
bombed?
got video of the people grabbing it, and then he's got video from inside the package.
You're gonna have to find this video at some point.
Oh, gosh,
I'd love to see that.
Brilliant.
These porch pirates. Then they got to go home with glitter all over them, and their
glitter, and
their wife thinks they went to the strip club,
and that somebody farted on them.
Glitter is the worst thing ever to clean up. It's everywhere.
Oh, gotta say hey to Hannah.
Hey.
She's watching the stream this morning. There's Binde. I'm gonna have to check out that podcast.
It's so funny.
One year there was a story that bears were coming into the valley and spotted in residential neighborhoods because there was a drought up north, and so they didn't have enough food and water, so they're coming down here. And so I think my daughter Rebecca was turning 4 or something, and we filmed a bit that we showed on Channel 3 on Good Morning Arizona, where I said, yeah, we were just out and back celebrating Rebecca's birthday party. And then who walks up? And we had John from our show in a bear costume. And he's like,
Oh my gosh.
And then the next thing is he's sitting at the table helping her blow out the candles of her birthday cake. I'll have to find the video.
That is so funny. Oh, they're on the news behind you. They're talking about the flooding in Northwest Washington, which is just north of where I grew up. And I have a friend who is a teacher up there in Skagit, and her entire classroom is flooded. They're talking about having to. They think they might have to shut the sorry, what is that thing? Get everyone out. Evacuate the whole town because everyone's houses and everything is flooded.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just from rainfall.
They're still digging out from the summer up in Globe, Miami. Here, it was crazy what happened there. Yeah, I've got a lot of cousins that live around Seattle area.
Yeah.
How far away was where you grew up from Seattle proper?
Like 20 miles or so.
Oh, okay. My uncle lived on something called Long Lake,
Mhm.
and it's in Bremerton.
Okay, yeah, that's a little bit south.
He's retired Navy, and one day we took his boat. He lived on a lake, and so we had a little boathouse and everything. Really cool. Great place to go in August from Phoenix. It's just nice and cool and green. We took his little boat and we went across the sound into downtown Seattle, into the locks by University of Washington.
Yeah, it's such a pretty area.
Man, that was so fun.
Yeah, I try to go home at least once a summer just to get out of the heat here because the summers there are so beautiful.
The other thing we did was we drove one day to the farthest, most northwestern tip of Washington State. That was really cool. And along the way, alongside of the road was Native Americans that it was like they dug a fire pit by the side of the road, burned the fire till it was coals, and then put salmon on top of the coals and then covered it with rocks. It was the first time I ever had salmon. It was, man, it was the best.
I was going to say, there's no way you can beat that.
It tasted like a $60 steak.
Yeah, the Native American culture up there is very different from here.
It's kind of Eskimo kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like.
Yeah, more water.
Yeah.
That type of traditions.
Did you ever drive up to Whistler?
I did go up to Whistler one time.
That is one of the prettiest drives
It is.
It's on my bucket list.
To go from Seattle to Whistler. Gorgeous. Along the Puget.
Catherine is willing to loan us her GG wax machine. I don't know what that is, but I'll definitely borrow it. Johnny says the Bears suck. The Bears are who we thought we were, and we let them off the hook.
The Bears.
The Bears.
From Moonlighting. Do bears bear? Do bees bee? Simbo's got the reference right there.
Is that Bruce Willis who said that?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the Bears' fault. That is a very interesting way to spell Jennifer. I've never seen that before.
I know. Isn't that cool? I mean, it's cool when you see it. I'm sure she spent a great portion of her life explaining. No, it's Jen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my last name is Kress, and when everyone's like, "What's your last name?" I'm like, Kress, Kress, because everyone always thinks it's a C.
Mark Rober.
Okay, that'll make it easier to look up later. Thank you.
It's on YouTube. Oh,
I couldn't stop watching it yesterday. It's so good. Thank you, Georgianne. This is a fishing shirt. You know how I know that? It's got ventilated pockets.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Travis. It's salon quality hot wax machine, and it's amazing.
I just feel like if I did it myself, I would wax something that shouldn't be waxed.
Yeah.
Burn myself.
All right, Hannah, I want you to back sell this.
This is Maren Morris and her hubby, Ryan Hurd, chasing after you on 102.5 KNIX.
That's kind of what we're doing today. We're chasing after your money in the Million Meal Crusade. It's the last final week. We did the numbers yesterday, crunched them a bit, and we're behind. We are really behind. So we need your help. If you are any kind of a business, organization, group of friends, whatever, and can hustle up a little bit of cash, we will come your way today. Now, we got a lot of people who've already stepped up. If you'd like to, just get a hold of us through social media, call us, whatever way you can, and let us know where the pot of gold is. Will come to you. Now, one guy who's donated every year, and Barrel Boy brought him up, and I thought, okay, I'm having trouble placing him. This is a guy that would always stop by when we would do the live remote, from a Safeway, and we were collecting cans. Guy would pull up with a huge truck and a giant trailer, just with the greatest toys for playing in the sand. He was on his way to Glamis. I'm like, oh, that guy.
Yeah, and he'd have his family. His kids would still be in their pajamas.
Well, that is Josh from Auto Von in Mesa. They're a great auto repair spot, and we've been saying people have been getting their cars fixed because new cars have been harder to find. And so as money's been tight, he's been helping people stay on the road. Josh, what is the car with the most amount of mileage you've kept rolling through Auto Von?
You can keep them going forever. You see people all the time. I think there's a guy out there that has, he claims it's a 1,000,000-mile Chevy that he drives around. But,
the 1,000,000-mile Chevy for the Million Meal Crusade. That's awesome.
Yeah. You might want to hit him up and see if you can get something from him.
I love it.
Right.
Well, we've remembered when we were out doing the collection of the cans, and we would have the setups where we do the show from a Safeway or an Albertsons. You'd always pull in early in the morning with a huge trailer, all of the toys headed for the dunes over at Glamis with your family, and you'd make a big donation. We always appreciated that. But this year you've stepped up in a big way.
Yeah, quite frankly, I got busy this year, and I completely forgot. I normally, as you guys know, I normally market this to my customers and just say, hey, whatever you guys can kick in, I'll double.
Wow.
And I just didn't get a chance to do that this year. And when I heard you guys already advertising it, it kind of hit me that, it was already here. And so I just figured you guys got a bigger audience, and this is a way I can do what I can do. I mean, we got to do what we can to take care of our community. And if we take care of our community, it'll turn around and take care of us.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Josh. That's awesome.
So Josh is donating $5,000 as a match for everything that we can collect today in our Dash for Cash. So whatever you're donating, it's 100, it becomes 2. If it's 500, it becomes 1,000. And that's an awesome thing that you're doing, Josh, on behalf of Auto Von in Mesa.
Hey, not a problem. I do what I can, and I hope you guys, set another record and do what you can. I appreciate everything you guys do.
Why don't we start with a challenge? Every auto body shop in town listening right now, step up to the plate. Let's get this money on the table so we don't lose it.
That's right. And if your car is making a funny noise, like or
the dreaded check engine light,
or the just try to limp on over to McKellips and Higley.
Right.
And that's where you're going to find Auto Von and our buddy Josh. Hey, thanks for your generosity, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, not a problem. Keep up the good work, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care, brother. We're dashing for cash on this Wednesday, last full week of the Million Meal Crusade. We got to get to 1 million for St. Vincent de Paul by next Wednesday when we wrap things up. All right. Nobody loves Christmas more than Hannah, as far as I can tell. And that means you got to love all those Christmas movies they show on the Hallmark Channel.
Sure do.
Every year they have new movies, more new movies. We're going to test her knowledge coming up to see if you can tell the difference between a real Hallmark Christmas movie and one that is not. 102.5 KNIX.
That is what I plan on doing all weekend. Watching Hallmark movies and decorating for Christmas. Finally.
At least, it's going to cool off a little bit.
I hope so. I took my dog out to go to the bathroom this morning before I left, and it was chilly.
Chillaxification.
Mm-hmm.
What have we got for this weekend? We've got, oh man, my allergies. I went for a hike yesterday, and it always gets me. Yeah, 55 right now. I don't know if you've ever seen this, Hannah, but when I talk about the weather,
Mm-hmm.
I I'm kind of an authority about it because I was a TV weatherman at one point.
For how long?
For about a year when I was in
Oh.
college up in Flagstaff.
You haven't seen the video, Hannah?
Let's take a
No,
look
I
at the
have
video.
not.
Are you looking at your screen?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to Tim in the Weather Center.
Oh my gosh.
That's right.
Wasn't
You
he
better know it.
handsome?
You look like you were on some documentary on Netflix.
Before he started killing people, This was-
I hate to say it, but
I was the weekend weatherman.
did you have to draw that stuff on the board?
Of course I did. I didn't have graphics.
Your umbrella.
Yeah, your umbrella game is strong.
My umbrella and my stash. Look at
Yeah.
that thing.
You were the original Ron Burgundy.
Truth.
Yeah.
So I did the weekend weather, but Friday or Saturday and Sunday night. And I had 2 sport coats. One, that was my dad's,
Mm-hmm.
and the other was a plaid sports coat that I got for high school graduation. And the first night I did the weather, there was 3x5 cards in my pocket, and I looked at it. It was the speech I gave at my high school graduation.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Oh, look at that bear.
Now I'm gonna toss out 2 movies and describe them. And then I'm gonna ask Hannah for the answer, but you guys can chime in and let her know what you think is
Oh my
what.
gosh.
Okay. Ben, you're gonna back
Smell
this.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
What kind of Christmas bed do I want here? What do I want?
Who always stars in those movies? There's always like every year. It's like
Candace Cameron.
right. There's always this like the star. Sam Hunt, 1025 KNIX. We are Tim Benenbrook.
That's right. And the Hallmark Channel always has their countdown to Christmas. And every year I'm blown away by how many brand new Christmas movies are created.
They pump those out. My mom has the DVR set for every Saturday for when they come out.
I mean, how many different ways can you celebrate Christmas and have a breakup and then a get back together?
The limit does not exist. But one of my favorite things is to, at the beginning of the movie, to make my prediction of what's going to happen because
Okay.
I'm really good at it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, you might be good at this then. What we're doing is I have a list of movies that I'm going to tell you the title of the movie and give you a brief description.
Okay.
And between the 2 titles, you have to tell me which one is the real one.
This is not going to be hard for me.
All right. First up, it's Boyfriends of Christmas Past.
Okay.
Lauren is visited by the ghosts of 4 ex-boyfriends, and she must
Oof.
learn to open her heart or risk losing her best friend, Nate.
Oh.
Or
$10 says she falls in love with Nate at the end of the movie.
Or is it
Go on.
A Christmas Karen? In this modern take on Dickens' Christmas Carol, Karen and her best friend Brenda need to speak to all the managers when every store seems short-staffed on Black Friday. Which one is it?
It's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Boyfriend's Past.
Oh, it's right. You're right. Okay. You're 1 for 1.
Okay.
Next up, and Ben and Beryl, I'm sure you guys watch all these movies too.
I was going to say Christmas Karen.
Okay. Is it The 9 Kittens of Christmas? Cat lovers Zachary and Marilee are thrown back together at a Christmas when they're tasked with finding homes for a litter of adorable kittens.
Oh.
Okay, is it that one? Or is it Noel Team 6, Terror in Toy Town? The North Pole's elite special forces squadron is called in when a rogue elf is caught making weapons of mass destruction with leftover parts for a PlayStation 5.
On Sunday.
There's no testosterone on the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah. Gonna have to go
Come
with
on.
the kittens.
Okay, but if somebody's writing these down, some producer's listening on the iHeartRadio app, you've got to make some of these alternate movies.
Can we say neither? You don't have movies with cats. You just can't. You can train dogs to act in movies, but cats, all bets are off.
Tell that to the Hallmark Channel, Ben.
Really?
The 9 Kittens of Christmas is a thing. Yeah.
They must be animated.
Okay. Next up, Sister Swap Part 1. Jennifer and Meg are sisters who couldn't be closer despite living hours apart.
Mhm.
Or is it Oops, I Decked It Again? With her newfound freedom, Britney Spears, playing herself, goes a little overboard, hanging boughs of holly in the halls that once formed her prison.
Well, I mean, I have seen Sister Swap 1. I mean,
Sister
I'm going to have to
Swap.
go with number 2.
Okay. It is Sister Swap. I watched
Did you come up with these yourself?
I watched a little bit of Sister Swap, and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
Oh.
All right, next up. No, these are actual movies, Hannah. Okay, last one.
Mm-hmm.
The movie Every Time a Bell Rings, where three sisters reunite to discover their late father had planned a scavenger hunt for them to find the family's wooden wishing bell.
Aww.
Is that the real Hallmark movie, or is it The Night the Reindeer Died? Yes, the makers of Squid Game are now running Santa's reindeer games with deadly glee.
I would really like you to stop trying to put Squid Game in every part of life. He tried to do it with American Idol, and now he's doing it to my Hallmark movies.
The Night the Reindeer Died. Sorry, Rudolph, but that blinking nose is a real liability when we play hide and seek.
Why did it just ruin my Hallmark mood?
You just killed Rudolph, Tim.
Man, I'm telling you, it's every time a bell rings. You got that one right.
I got it.
Yeah, all right. Be sure to let your mom know about these other movies.
I will.
Too,
She'll be on the lookout.
Happy holidays, everybody. I think we can make somebody happy in just a minute when we send someone to Disneyland. We'll give away a trip and we'll give a keyword to get you yours. All coming up in the next few minutes on 102.5 KNIX and the iHeartRadio app.
My mom even every day on the hallmarkchannel.com, they have a Christmas movie trivia where you can earn points to win things. She's on there.
She's all about it. I love it.
She's all about it. But now it's one of those things like all of my cousins know that she loves it so much. So she gets like, this is my Hallmark Christmas wearing shirt. And this is my Hallmark Christmas watching blanket. So now they keep buying her all this stuff for it.
You know your career is on the downward slope.
Yeah. Well, it's Candace Cameron is like in almost everyone, and that's DJ Tanner from Full House.
Yes.
And then Lori Loughlin was also on some of them.
Right.
Not anymore, but
Orange. She's in the movie. Orange is the new green and red.
Yes.
Yes, Georgianne, we are right now wrapping presents. Barrel Boy has found his custom wrapping paper. Yes, Simbo, The Night the Reindeer Died is from Scrooged. That's true. That's the title of that movie. The Night the Reindeer Died.
That's such a good movie.
I love Scrooged. Back off, big man. That may work with the chicks, but not with me. He gives everybody their Christmas bonus as a VCR. I love that about that movie.
Yeah, but he fired me.
Not the Jelly of the Month Club?
No.
Yeah.
I think today on our TBB Extra podcast, we're going to talk about the hottest gifts. I've pulled up a list of the hot toys.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah, you were going to talk about the hottest advent calendars.
Yep.
Ben, I'm putting you in charge of finding a list. Maybe the hottest tech toys or toys or gifts for, boys of your age, what have you.
I need to know.
Barrel Boy, you can be in charge of grilling or cooking or,
gifts for men.
Men.
He's on the phone.
Top 5 gifts you probably won't get because they're sitting in a ship at sea. Dang it. We'll get a coffee. We'll be right back.
So many good quotes from Scrooged. And here's a fun little fact. I don't know if you were working with us.
Neither of them? Okay.
No, it would have been because it was Y95. So that movie came out when I was working with Glenn Beck.
Okay.
the Y Morning Zoo. Woohoo! And we were supposed to do a promotion with Al Green.
Mm-hmm.
Al Green and Annie Lennox sang the song they played at the end of the movie. They Put a Little Love in Your Hand. It was a really good version of it. Love Al Green's first concert I ever went to, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was going to come in promotion of that record, that song. He was going to come to our station and perform a wedding because he's also a reverend.
Okay.
And I didn't care. I just wanted to meet him so bad, but he canceled.
Oh.
Also, I'm walking out of the movie Scrooged.
Okay.
It might have been Thanksgiving, the night before Thanksgiving. I just saw the movie Scrooged, right? And I get a message. Actually, it would have been on a phone because we didn't have mobile phones at that time. But I get home and there's a message from Glenn Beck saying he was leaving to go do a talk show or something in Houston. And that was the end of our show together.
Oh.
And as I tell people, in that conversation, we agreed in that moment that one of us would go on to become God's gift to radio and television, and that Glenn also had a career. I remember the day he signed a $200 million deal.
Oh my gosh.
No, Georgianne, this is something we have to do. It's nigh time, as they say, right, Hannah? I feel like you can support me on this.
What?
I have wanted for the past few years, as people have started to send less and less Christmas cards, because most people just post it on their social media now, what they used to send out.
Yeah.
I thought we would do a thing where if a listener or a viewer here wants a Christmas card from us, send us your address.
Mm-hmm.
We will shoot a Christmas card and we will send you a physical Christmas card that you can post on your refrigerator or in your work cubicle. I think that'd be fun.
I still think we need to do that.
Yeah. So.
But we also want your guys' Christmas cards.
Oh boy.
I want it. My favorite Christmas card of all time is Mr. Earl.
Mr. Earl?
Mr. Earl sent us his Christmas card, our security guard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. Last year's was from on his bicycle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, righty-tighty. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Oh my. Let's see. Oh, that's outstanding. That is phenomenal.
Great.
Yes. See, I love Christmas cards too. You know what I do at home? I get my Christmas cards from everybody throughout the year or throughout Christmas. And then I hang them up. And then the next year I keep them. And then so I hang up the ones from last year. And then as the new ones come in, I switch them out with the ones for the current year. And then I can tell who sent me one and who didn't send me one this year.
Okay. I don't think you're going to like this, Hannah, but I have a very strict policy regarding Christmas cards.
You throw them away right away?
No.
Oh, I get it. With the kids?
Uh-oh.
Here's another one.
So, love Christmas cards. Great. If you send me a Christmas card and I know, like the parents, and all you do is send me a picture of your kids.
Yeah.
That's a punishable offense.
What about
that's the majority of Christmas cards.
It is. It's like, look, I know it's Christmas and you're just trying to spread some cheer, but here's what I really want. I want to see what the parents look like. I want to see how you're aging.
Right.
I want to see
feel
how
better
much you
about
weigh.
yourself.
I know how much you weigh.
I may not know who you are based on your kids or your dog, but I want to see you in that picture. So if you send me a Christmas card without you in it, just your kids, I put it in a special pile. And one night during the Christmas season, I get full of holiday cheer and just make snide remarks about your family.
Oh my gosh. What about cards that don't have pictures at all? It's just a card.
That's like giving a card to somebody that's blank inside.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. I get really disappointed when it's not a picture, and that didn't used to be a thing.
Also, if you give a card with a prefab message in it, could you think of anything less to do? Because
my mom still writes out a Christmas letter every year.
Well, Christmas letters are good, but we got to have a limit on the size of your font. It can't go below 10.
Yeah.
I'd prefer 12. Single page. Let's not go front and back.
Mm-hmm.
I specialized. We did Christmas letters, and I specialized in keeping them like 4 sentences or less.
Right. There's a lot of times they'll be long and drawn out, and they'll be depressing. Like this year, Bob lost his job, but we're keeping. It's like, oh, I feel so bad.
We gave Brooke a lot of grief. I think last year because she paid for this specialty photo shoot for her and Crash.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it was the year before. To get a Christmas card, and then she posted all the pictures on Instagram before she sent out the Christmas cards.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
No, that's like wiping before you poop. I'm sorry. I had to be so graphic.
Huh.
It is stressful, man. For our family with 4 kids, sometimes 5. It would.
Huh?
You know what? I'll bump it for just a minute and talk about the donation we got. Take a little pressure off. Yeah. Look at that. Simbo's going to incorporate the picture. Well, he took with you and me, Ben.
I love it.
That you posted and said you met Joe Satriani.
You know where I've started getting my Christmas? I just have been ordering my Christmas cards from Costco.
Really?
Got her? Okay.
Should we go winner live or should we talk about the donation? We're going winner live. Terza? Terza. .1025 KNIX. It's the Tim Ben and Brooke Show with Hannah. We're tracking down our Disney winner, and we're also going to give you a keyword here in just a minute for your trip. You can win your own trip there. But this is special. This might be, this is a beautiful Christmas miracle if I've ever seen one. We just heard from Josh from Autovon in Mesa. He's matching up to $5,000 today in donations as we dash for cash. We just got an email. And it's from somebody named Teresa.
Okay.
Listen to this. We're a very small team here in Scottsdale providing finance, accounting, and tax back office services to our community since 2015. Hate to brag, but my team members are amazing, and we just really want to give back and hope we can continue to do so every year. I hope this helps KNIX get closer to the goal of 1 million meals for St. Vincent de Paul. Oh my gosh, this is from Fiscal Partners. A $5,000 donation.
Holy smokes. That is so cool.
I know where I'm getting my taxes done this year.
I quote the great movie Home Alone. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Oh, that is amazing.
You guys, Thank you so much to you and your team. I agree with you. It's not bragging if it's true. Really, really appreciate it. Fiscal Partners, Teresa, we love you. KNIX. Okay. So now, Terza. Let's see here. Here we go.
Oh.
Good morning. Is this Terza?
This is Tirza, yes.
Tirza.
Tirza.
Oh, wow. That's a beautiful name. Tirza.
Thank you.
Sounds like you're on the road.
I'm sorry?
Sounds like you're on the road.
Yes, on my way to work.
All
Sounds
right.
like you're on a motorcycle on the road.
Yeah. Are you?
No,
Well,
that's my husband's fast car.
we got some great news for you. You've won the tickets to Disneyland.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
Have you been there lately? Have you ever been there?
I've been there before, haven't been there in about 3 years.
And if you've never seen it at Christmas, it's going to blow your mind.
It's magical.
Yeah.
Never been there for Christmas, and neither has my stepson ever been to Disneyland, so this is amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so fun. You've won 4 2-day 1-park tickets, and then we're gonna get you qualified for our grand prize drawing for the vacation that would include hotel.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're
Cheers.
welcome.
Thank you for listening.
Always.
Yeah, and hang on tight on the back of that motorcycle right now.
Why don't you just picture her with that helmet and the little goggles,
Yeah, exactly.
scarf blowing in the wind?
Are we gonna play Luke? I was gonna play this and then just roll right into the keyword. Yeah. Okay. Sounds like you're on the road.
I'm sorry?
Sounds like you're on the road.
Yes, on my way to I'm sorry?
Now we've got a hold now of our Disney winner for today. She is on the line right now. Tirza.
I'm sorry?
Oh, it sounds like you're in your car.
Yes, on my way to work.
All
Sounds
right.
like you're on a motorcycle on the road.
Yeah. Are you?
No,
Well,
that's my husband's fast car.
we got some great news for you. You've won the tickets to Disneyland.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
Have you been there lately? Have you ever been there?
I've been there before, haven't been there in about 3 years.
And if you've never seen it at Christmas, it's going to blow your mind.
It's magical.
Yeah.
Never been there for Christmas, and neither has my stepson ever been to Disneyland, so this is amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so fun. You've won 4 2-day 1-park tickets, and then we're gonna get you qualified for our grand prize drawing for the vacation that would include hotel.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're
Cheers.
welcome.
Thank you for listening.
Always.
Yeah, and hang on tight on the back of that motorcycle right now.
Why don't you just picture her with that helmet and the little goggles,
Yeah, exactly.
scarf blowing in the wind?
All right. Tirza's got her tickets. Now it's time for you to get yours. Hannah's got a Disney keyword for you.
1025 KNIX FM.
Cheryl wants us to give a shout out to her husband Ed. It's his birthday.
Oh.
Happy birthday.
That Ed.
Okay. Let me just check on the microphone. Simba said he just sent his Christmas card. Here we go. Here you go. Bloop. Come on, picture.
The suspense is killing me. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. I said, we ran into Joe Satriani most people won't get that, but that's his look.
It looks like he's wearing the Mickey hat in the background.
That's why we took it that way. It says, Merry Christmas, the Tim, Ben, and Jim family. And now, Simbo, everybody you send that to, most people are going to think you're in a gay throuple.
Just a modern family.
Just a modern family, man. Hey, that's the way things are here in the late 90s. What can I tell you?
He's the meat of that thruple sandwich.
Oh, heck.
Gotta laugh. Got to laugh.
3 gay dads. That's what we are.
Yep. 3 men, no baby.
Jennifer includes the handwritten note. And
Good for you.
Danette knows my rules. This has been my rule, hard and fast, for years and years. Oh, my gosh. You guys, thank you so much for being there. Thanks, everybody who's got a hold of us for the Dash for Cash. Man, an extra $5,000 donation this morning. If you need your car fixed, especially if you're in the East Valley, Auto Vaughn in Mesa, they're at McKellips and Higley. And that's just a good dude. Josh is my man. So he'll keep your Chevy on the road for 1,000,000 miles. 1,000,000 miles for 1,000,000 meals.
I wonder what the trade-in on that would be.
I don't know. That's like my big brother Dave was a Dodge guy. And he could take he could rebuild a motor for an engine. He did. He kept his cars forever and at 400,000 and 500,000 miles. So not bad. All right. Everybody, we love y'all. We'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning.
Bye.